Okay, so if you've pressed this button, you're looking to check your answers, and I think that's great. So I'm going to go over question 1 here and question 2 in this video, and then I will make another one for the next one. So here, you need to solve the sum of 197 and 315. So first you need to think sum. Is that adding or subtracting? Now I'm going to tell you that sum is adding. So I went into Braining Camp. I copied the problem here so that I would have it in Braining Camp. Solve the sum of 197 and 315. I'm going to start here with the expanded form. So again, the expanded form, this is standard form in green. And then when we expand it, we make it a bigger equation. So 197, again, you can look at the picture, was 100 plus 90, because I have 90 pieces. I have 90 blue, the value, and 7 for yellow. Plus, I added the 300, and there was 110, so it's 10. And then there were 5 yellow, so 5. Now, I used that, but then I still need to combine it to get my answer. So then I combined the ones, that gave me 12. I combined the tens value of the 10 and the 90, that gave me 100. And then I combined the hundreds values, and that gave me 400. Now I can add across. 400 plus 100 is 500, and 12 more is 512. Now, with the base 10 blocks, because this is another way you could do it. Here is my 197. Here is my 315. Now, what you need to do is you're going to have to do a little bit of regrouping. So I could put these 5 here, and I could group these 5. Now, you could leave it that way and just draw a box around it, but instead I'm going to convert it. So I'm going to regroup it, and it's going to turn from yellow, and it's going to turn into blue, because I had 10. Now I can see, and I think I now have 10 here. So I'm going to highlight them. It will allow me to regroup because there's 10. So there's my new answer, 500 and 10, 11, 12. So you could do that in order to show it with the base 10 blocks. So this is a strategy. This is a strategy. And then you could also use the number line. And I know the number line can be a little challenging. So real quick, I started off on 197. You're going to need to use these zoom buttons to help you. Then I did 3 jumps of 100 because it was a 300. And again, zoom in so you can make sure your pieces are lined up. Then I did 1 jump of a 10. And then I did another jump of a 5 for the 5 ones. Now, the better way might be to actually make this just be a 1. But because of space, I had just done it as the 5. But the proper way is to do that. And I wanted to show you because some of you just put the 5, but really you're talking about it being in the 1's place. And now our answer is 512. So again, you can use these little buttons to decide where you're starting and ending. So I'm going to slide it over, and then I'm going to move down until I get back to my answer. And remember, you need to share your picture and put it into the document. Otherwise, it doesn't count. So again, we had base 10 for addition, expanded form for addition, and the number line for addition. So those are 3 different strategies. You will need to choose 2 on your test. And then the next problem, so the strategy 1, strategy 2. The next strategy is, or the next problem is solve the difference of 407 and 168. So difference, is that adding or subtracting? Oh, difference is subtracting. And again, you could, if you paste in just the one Braining Camp, that has the base 10 and the expanded form, it can go over this whole thing because technically it is 2 strategies. Okay, so now I'm going to go in and I'm going to do the difference. So I go back into Braining Camp. Here is solve the difference of 407 and 168. Now, I wrote the expanded form out this way. So I'm going to do a little bit of both at the same time so that you can understand how they are related. Now, when I look here, and when I looked at my problem here, I know, so the top one was the 407. So this is what I started with. If I try to take away 168, I don't have 8 little yellow pieces. So this problem on the bottom is where I'm showing you how I did it. So since I need 8, I'm going to have to break apart one of the pieces up here. However, there are hundreds. So in order to break apart 100, you need to hit the break apart, and it's going to break into 10 of the blue strips. Now, because of size, I reduced them and made them a little smaller, but there are 10 that are here. Now I can take away my 168. So here's my 100. And now I need 60. And I know my picture is a little backwards. 10, 20, 30, 40. Oops, let me get these guys out of the way. 50, 60. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So now you can see I still have 4 of these guys left. Oops. Okay. And now, so I have my 160, but now I need to take 8, and I only have 7. So again, I need to take one of these and I need to break it apart. So I'm going to click the button here that says break. Now I can take my 8. And now I'm going to use my pen once I find it. And now I can take away my 168. So this is my 100 I'm taking away. This is my 60. And this is my 8. And so it shows that I have left, I have 200, 30, and then here I have 5, 9 left. So 239. Now I'm going to come over and I'm going to do the part of the problem that is over here with the expanded form. Okay, again, don't pay attention to the count here because the count is off because I have double the picture. Now, can I do 7 and take away 8? Nope, that was my problem here, and that's where I struggled. Oh, but I have 0 here. I also can't take anything from 0, so I'm going to take my 100 here. I'm going to take one of them out, and that's going to leave me with 300. Then that now means I have 100 here. And this is the tricky part. I can do that. Let me cross that one out. But here I still need to make this work. So I'm going to take 10 from here. So there goes my 100. And now it's going to be a 90. And now I put my 10 over here. And that's going to make it 17. That I'm able to do. So 17, take away 8 is 9. And I always like to just check. I know that 9 plus 8 equals 17. So that's good. 90, take away 60 is 30. And again, now it's expanded form. So I'm just going to have a little plus sign in between. And then 300 minus 100 is 200. So my number is 239. So again, this is two ways to show this problem. And for those of you that like the number line, here is the last strategy. Again, you're going to have to use these little buttons. You're going to start at 407. And then I took away 100. Then I did 6 tens. And I have 8. And again, I'm going to move these to zoom in. This really should be, like I said in the last one, but I can't get it to work. Let's try again. There we go. And now I should have 8 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And again, it lines up and I have my answer. So again, that is the other way you can solve it, using the number line. So you have the number line, you have expanded form, you have base 10 blocks. Again, it is your choice what you find to be the easiest. And I'm mostly concerned with how you do it. If your answer is off by 1 or 2, again, we talked about that's okay. We do want to work towards accuracy, but sometimes it gets a little challenging. So try your best. If you need to watch this video again, go back and watch it again so that you know exactly what you need to do. All right, thanks.